understood about how the sage is undisturbed. We had also learned that he doesn't get swayed. Now, here when Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna what the sage does, okay, is he anywhere saying to is Sri Krishna anywhere telling Arjuna that you have to become a sage? He is not saying that. He is just giving information. He is just telling him that this is how a sage is. And when he says this is how a sage is, doesn't mean that you have to be a sage. Nowhere has he mentioned that you have to become some great saint and sage and all that. Finally, even Arjuna has not become a sage, isn't it? He has gone and ruled kingdom. Huh? He has gone and conquered land. That is what he has done, isn't it? So everybody has to decide for themselves what they want in their life. See, we have to take only the good stuff and want only that which is going to put us on the right path. We just have to leave the evil and the bad things out of the way. So knowledge is important. So Sri Krishna is actually giving knowledge to Arjuna. He's not telling him you become a sage. I hope you got this point. So now today we will start from the next verse onwards. That is verse 57. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 57. He who is not attached to anyone or anything, meeting with good and evil, neither rejoices nor recoils his mind, is stable. Now, here he is giving an idea about stability of the mind. I guess everybody wants stability, not just a sage or a saint. Every human being is seeking stability in the mind. What does stability mean? Stability means anything may happen around you. You should not get upset or get carried away by what is happening around you. Okay? So you need to have cool. You have to be that cool person over there. Is it possible to have this kind of a coolness in you? If there is some activity happening around you, let us say your son is beaten by the bully in school, are you going to be cool at it or are you going to get upset with it? Think about it. Naturally you have to be upset with it. But if you are going to throw a tantrum over there, then it is not a good thing. See, if you have to have level-headedness, after having level-headedness, you should see what the problem is. And when you see the problem, then you are supposed to solve the problem. But normally people get upset by the problem. They get upset, they react very violently. Sometimes they start giving bad words. Sometimes they get so upset that they can go and kill another person also. Have you not noticed it? This happens because the mind is not controlled. So here he says, you need to have a stable mind. How do you get a stable mind? The world doesn't have a stable mind. Please remember this. Nobody in the world has a stable mind. Why? Because we get upset with everything. Some small thing happens, we get upset. Somebody says some small-ish, idiotic thing also. You find that you go to a restaurant and if there is less salt in something, or maybe it has become very hot, you get upset with that hotel fellow, isn't it? Hey, what is this you are giving me? Are we getting upset with it or no? Yeah, of course. And then you say, oh, I want less cream or less cheese in this pizza or something like that. You might have said these words. and that fellow gives his regular pizza, like that, filled with big thick cheese on top of it. The first thought will come, I told you very nicely. You want to fight with him. Do you get this point? Do you have level-headedness? No. Now see what happens when this kind of a situation takes place. Now let us say you have ordered a pizza or you have ordered something, okay? And that thing comes in front of you and you find that it may not be done properly or it might be burnt. And you start yelling and shouting over there. That fellow also gets carried away by your shouting. So whoever is serving you also say, I am also going to, and both of you all argue with each other. Has your problem been sorted out? Your problem is still there only. The problem is the burnt pizza. Isn't that the problem? So you can call the manager or somebody over there, very nicely explain that this pizza is burnt. Can you can you take this away and give me a good pizza? When you talk nicely to the person, do you think the problem can get sorted out? It can get sorted out amicably. But we make noise, that fellow makes noise, you do something, that fellow does something. Have you not seen so many videos where the girl comes over there, she bashes that person who is a server and throws the things around and smashes everything over there? All these outlets that are there, all these burger and pizza outlets, have you not seen? They call her Karen. She's arguing over there. What did she get out of it? She stormed out of that way, out of that place, and maybe she destroyed some furniture or something like that. Naturally, everything is caught on the closed circuit camera, and she may be hauled up for that stupid thing. Got it or no? Okay, many years ago, there is a very big store in Singapore. Okay, the name of the store is Mustafa. A very, very huge store. Now this Indian couple had gone over there. Okay, now this woman, she was going around. You carry a bag and you go around, and she took one clip and she put it in that bag. Okay, and billing happened, and then they came to that exit, and in the exit what happened was very strange. The beeper started, beep, 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 beep. So that person is telling her, the security person, 2-3 people came over there. They said, you have taken something. So she emptied everything and then the clip was there. And she started saying to him that, this must have happened by mistake. So he said some words, she said some words, and after that, it became an argument. The lady wanted to prove that she is not a person who will flick things in the shop. That was her motivation. The security person says, you have taken it, whether it is by mistake or whatever, you have taken it, period. You could have easily solved the problem by not arguing. You could have gone and built it and everything would have been sorted out, but no. Finally, they had to call the police. This normal Indian woman was in the jail for 2 days. Okay? The charges were that she picked that thing from the shop. Finally, after a lot of going forward, backward, the store dropped the charges. But what happened in that argument? This woman had to stay in the jail. Now in her whole life, imagine, she must have been around 25 or 26 years old. Now, till she dies, is this incident going to be imprinted on her head? Yes. And anybody who knows about this incident will look at her with suspicion, isn't it? Chor hai. You see, this is how we think of another person. This person is a robber. We don't think that the person has made a mistake. We always look at it from a negative perspective, always. Now think about it. She should have been very cool and composed at that point in time. Yes, mistakes do happen. One, never lie when a mistake happens. Don't lie and don't try to prove yourself by anything. Proving yourself doesn't lead you anywhere. Doesn't lead you anywhere. Have a level-headedness over there. Tell the person and apologize, even if it is a mistake. So what are we doing over there? If I say sorry for something which I have not done it, and saying sorry, why should I say sorry? Tell me something. You are trying to prove that you are truthful, isn't it? But you are spoiling your entire life. Have you not understood that? So many a times, you just have to say, I am sorry. Can I pay for it? What will they do? They will charge you double. It's a hair clip. How much they will charge you? $1. Instead of that, they will charge you $2. It's okay, doesn't matter. But for $2, you get peace of mind. You will say, why didn't you fight for the truth? It is because of the truth she went to jail. And because of the argument she went to jail. Why does a human being want to go through the torturous journey? So here Sri Krishna gives a very good solution. He says to you, do not be attached to anything or anyone. What is she attached to? What the person is attached to is called truth. I am attached to truth, not to falsehood. Are you attached to truth? Why? What has it done for you just now? The idea should be, you should be bothered about solving the problem, not getting attached to right and the wrong. Sri Krishna is telling his dearest disciple, Arjuna, see Arjuna, I agree. You have spent 14 years, in the jungles. And now the chances of fighting for it has come. We are in a war situation. Why are you still talking about this person cheated me, that person cheated me, this happened, that happened? Are you attached to it or no? That means what happened 14 years ago, you are still attached to it. That thing is dead and gone. You are here standing for the war. Can you focus on the war? What is your duty over here? Your duty is to get detached from all these things. War is imminent. Fight it. Don't get carried away by, I was right and they were wrong. I was right and they were wrong. Has it not given you 14 years in the jungles? Just by trying to say you are right and somebody is wrong. You can argue from whichever point of view you want. As a Kaurava, they will say, who asked you to play with us? Well, you told us to play. Sorry. I can tell anybody, play with me. I can cheat also. That is not your problem. I like to cheat. What is it to you? Anybody said you can't cheat? No. Why is this the problem? And then you not only put your kingdom, but you even put your wife as a bet. and all your brothers also. If those fellows are coming, because naturally you have lost it, isn't it? Now, if you lose it, you are supposed to give into it, isn't it? You are supposed to pay for it. So then what is your problem in life? So can anybody argue on this point? The problem is we like to always think that we are right and somebody else is wrong. Always this is the problem. Don't try to prove anything. What is the greater good? What am I saying? What is the greater good? Can you see the greater good? The greater good is only this much, that I am sorry this happened. I should not have taken this step. Now that I have taken this step, I have no choice. Agreed? So what is Sri Krishna saying over here? You should be detached from all these things. Don't get attached to things. Similarly, I asked you a question. The problem was happening with Draupadi, correct? She should have fought the war or no? Like Rani Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai. She could have taken a lesson in whatever, a martial art, and she could have fought the war. Anybody said you can't fight the war? No, I have 5 children. What 5 children? You see, in the same story, there is Parshuram also or no? He was the teacher, isn't it? Now Parshuram is more powerful than any other god in terms of strength and for fighting prowess. Is that understood or no? Everybody knows that, because he has killed 21 times all these great Kshatriyas. But his wife, she was always on the battlefield. Sri Krishna's wife, was she not in the battlefield? Satyabhama? If Satyabhama can be in the battlefield, why Draupadi can't be in the battlefield? So there are different points of argumentation. See, we can argue going on and on and on. But what is the point of argument? This is what he is trying to say. He is trying to say over here, can you leave this kind of argumentation? Can you just drop it, please? Says, get detached from all this nonsense. The likes and the dislikes, I could have done this, I could have done that. You see, everybody keeps on saying, I could have done this and that was, I could have got better results. Nobody knows whether you have got better results or lesser results. Nobody can predict the future. Then why are you still harping on a story, 1947 story? I hope you get the point. 1947, India got independence and all that. You are telling some stories from your past life. My father did this, my mother did this, my husband did this, my this one did this, my that one did this. Why are you giving stories? Get detached from all these things. See, you have accepted slavery. I hope you get the point. At the beginning only, she has accepted that I want to be just a housewife. Who? Draupadi. She has accepted it. She has accepted that her husband is great. He is going to fight the war. Can I change that? No. But if she would have accepted that I am capable of fighting, I don't need a man to fight for me. I can take my own guns, I can take whatever I want, I can go to the war, I can kill anybody I feel like. If she would have accepted this as a statement, wasn't she the daughter of a great king? You understand, no? Her father was a very great king. Was he not fighting the war? Of course he was fighting the war. Why didn't he teach his daughter, you will say? No, why didn't the daughter learn is the question you should ask. Why didn't the daughter learn to fight? Anybody said she should not do it? Yeah, the society says. Who cares about it? When you wanted to get married to 5 people, you got married to 5 people. Society said. Society said 5 people you can get married to. So you can't have argumentation like this. You should be in a detached state of being. That does not matter. I will also take my arms and I will go and fight. I will see who these Kauravas are. I will cut off that fellow. What he thinks of himself. I have got more, brains than that fellow. He may be just, like nice build, bodybuilder and all that. Why do you require a bodybuilder? I require only brains to fight people like you. Don't you think so? See, the beginning of the story also, don't you think the whole story began because of a woman? She was extra smart. Do you know whom I am talking about? I am talking about Amba. Bhishma Pitama and Amba. She was very clear. Why he can't marry me? I want to get married to him. No, I don't want to get married. Why? So, all that thing happens. So, very smart. I'm sure you should go back and see the story how it is. Nobody said you can't be smart. You got to be very, very smart in your thinking, in your strategies. And don't keep on thinking, my husband Yudhishthir will take care of everything, my visa, my passport, my background. Why should he bother me about it? Why you can't take it yourself or what? I hope you get the point. Everything, this is a small minor issue. People require some assistant. Why? I have never done this in my life, What? You have not done it. Do it today, no? And then on top of it, why are you not training your children for that? Think about it. You yourself are showing weakness. I don't know this, I don't know that, my father did this, my husband does that, this one did this and that one did that. Really? So today what are you teaching your children? Oh, you don't have to do this, somebody else will do it for you. Look at Donald Trump's son. He is some 16, 18-year-old or something like that. You see how he is very refined and very this thing, Like Donald Trump is grooming his son to become the next president. Can you see that over there or no? Now you will say, oh, he is a son. That is why he is grooming him. But he also has a daughter, no? Why is he not doing it to the daughter? I will tell you, daughter also. But it is the son who says, I want to be that. You also know about a daughter who wanted to be the best in the world. Indira Gandhi. She was always with her father, Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru. Every decision that he took, he will ask his daughter, Tumko kya lagta hai? What do you think about this? And by the way, Indira Gandhi is way back in time and Donald Trump's son is today. So I want you to think about it. If Indira Gandhi could train herself to be the leader of a country, why is it that a woman always thinks I need to depend on somebody? Don't. Show your guts, show the thing. You are capable. And in your children, why don't you train them to be the leaders? Why do you want them to look like you only? Are you a leader by any chance? Are you capable of even taking out your own tickets and passport and all? No, sorry boss, you are still dependent on somebody. Why don't you make your children much more independent? Tum kar sakte ho, you can do it. Train them like Jawaharlal Nehru, train them like Donald Trump, go run the company, do this, do that. This is called legacy. You leave behind a legacy. Give them a training. In our way of life program, which I am starting on the 1st, for children it is. The mother and the child, both. I want both of them to attend, or the father and the child, whoever. Does not matter. The main criteria and the crux of it is this. Have you trained your children in becoming leaders and becoming great? You are making them a total useless people. They are also going and doing some degree, shigri and all that, and they are going to be common citizens. You understand what a common citizen is? You are not even known in your other circles. People don't know you. Like that they are going to become nobody knows who they are also. But Elon Musk and his son Mr. X or whatever his name is, everybody knows who he is. You think that we don't know? We know. The same thing, Indira Gandhi, everybody knows. Powerful leader. See, people making mistakes and all is a separate issue. But you need to build these people to that level first. But if you have been a weakling yourself, how are you going to train them? So first, get the training. Give it to your children. Let them be the best version of themselves. Not some ordinary folks from some college. I am an engineer from this university and I am working as a programmer in some company. I did my this and I did my that. End of the day, we are still making people from the lowest category in the world, workers. Are you a worker or are you a leader? Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, be a leader. Don't be that person, I don't know what I'm going to do, like this, my whole life is a vain. Says, don't be attached to anyone or anything. And meeting with good and evil, you have to have equanimity of mind when you meet good as well as evil. You know what you have to do, isn't it? When you have equanimity of mind, you will know very well what decision to take. Will you argue with that person? No. On the contrary, you will take a side. I am always with good, so I will take good as a side. I don't want to do evil. I hope you get the point. Even when you are training your children or when the children are being trained, no school can train them. You should know that. You think Indira Gandhi was trained in some school to become Prime Minister or what? Tell me the answer. Nobody. No, Indira Gandhi never got training in some school to become a Prime Minister. And neither did Donald Trump's son. They're seeing everything every single day. I hope you get this point. And don't make your children like you. I know this may hurt you when I talk this kind of words, but look at your own being. You are always, thinking, I don't know this, I don't know that. How do I know? What can I start? How can I win this game? I can't even go to the market without, his help and her help. What are you talking about? Don't do that. Let these children be the future of this whole world. And that is why he says, they should have the right decision-making capacity. And we should never rejoice and recoil. If there is a rejoicement, you don't have to show, yeah, look at the victory I am getting. You saw his son, no? Huh? Donald Trump's son. Did he show, yay? Did he do any of those things? No. He was very dignified. How will a queen be? Did you expect Queen Elizabeth to be, yay, chalo, dance karenge? Nothing like that. She was a very dignified person. I can say she is a queen because she never let her hair down anywhere. You are a leader, you have to show your leadership. You don't have to overreact. You are just showing that you are from the gutters then. If you are a queen, you have to show how good a queen you are. If you are going to behave like some ordinary person from the roadside, how is it going to be? So they should be taught the way of life, how kings have to be. See, in the Gurukul system that we are talking about, we are not talking about the kind of nonsense which is being taught over here. Oh, history is not good, this is not good. No. What we are teaching the children is how to be the leaders, how to be the fighters in this world, how to be that person who can take charge of a kingdom. Not some ordinary person. I hope you get that. And that is the reason why you have to be first trained to keep your mind stable. Recoil. See, he says these two words. Rejoices and recoils. Recoil means, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What is this oh my God you are doing? You don't have to do oh my God. On the operating table, somebody is dying, a lot of blood is flowing. Oh, look at the blood. Oh my God, I can't see the blood. I don't like the blood. What is this? I can't see the blood. You are a doctor. Don't talk nonsense. Go cut that fellow up and sew him up. Many a times you may have to become ruthless. That is because of detachment. This is one word you need to learn in your life. Do your job with detachment. Don't get attached to anything. When like a tortoise that draws its limbs from all direction, he withdraws all his senses from the sense object, his mind becomes steady. This is how it is. You don't have to allow your eyes to go roam around everywhere. You don't have to, just because you are hearing what a stupid person this is from your ears, you don't get carried away by that. Yes, you have heard. Does not matter. Throw out from this ear. तुमको मैं ठीक करेगा. I will show you who is this idiot that you are talking about. You don't have to tell that person to say it to that person. You understand what you have to do? You don't have to open your mouth and say, I will show you. What? No need. The king doesn't do that. The queen doesn't do that. Right? What do? They listen to it and they don't get disturbed. They know in their mind what they are supposed to do. They keep it inside. And when the time is right, then you do take an action. Till the time is not right, don't take an action. Understand the gravity of how this is done. And when you understand the nitty-gritty of all the ins and the outs of whatever that you are doing, then only take a call. Otherwise, if you keep on, behaving like hey, what is going to happen? I don't know. These kind of words will not help you. And that is the reason why he says, like a tortoise. Tortoise, it is drawing its legs inside. It goes inside the shell. The tortoise has got a very strong teeth. You can keep on banging on top of his shell. Nothing is going to happen because he has withdrawn himself. Okay? But when it comes out, with its teeth, it can bite anything away. Cut! Like that. You should see how a tortoise can even go and destroy an alligator if he wants to. Because that is the strength. But he will only come out when the time is right. He is not going to come out every time. Just imagine it pokes his head. Kya ho raha hai? Kach! His head will be gone. I think about it like this, no? He just puts his head out and says, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What? So he will wait for the opportunity. Like a tortoise, you have to draw all your limbs in all directions. You don't have to poke your head out. So when somebody is saying something, or when you are seeing something, you don't have to react very fast. Think about it. Really? You think I am like this? You see, you will get your chance also. And the chance will come automatically to you. Because the world is always a balance. We don't actually understand the balance. We think, nahi, ab bhi kuch karna hai. Nahi. Shant ho jao. See, in the previous verse, what does he say? Bring your mind to stability. You understand? You know how much of patience is required? Sri Krishna teaches us patience also. You know how patient he was? Shishupal, he was a very nasty guy. He is the Hiranyakashipu. So he said, I will not kill him. His mother comes and begs of him. Krishna. He said, please don't kill my son. He tells her, okay. 100 sins I will allow him. 100. And then I will kill him. Every time when there is a battle with Shishupal and Sri Krishna will always withdraw from there. And he will wait. You see, the second last time, a very funny incident happens. Second last time. I can tell the story, no? So second last time, we'll see the last time he will kill him, but second last time what happens? A very funny story happens. Sri Krishna comes to know that Shishupal and his father-in-law, whoever, they are going to attack him. Where? In Mathura. So he calls his brother. He says, brother, come here. Bro, come here. You do one thing. You take all my wives and everybody from here. And we have already ordered one nice castles over there. 16,108 castles. Okay. It's on an island. I have already made those many houses. I told this architect, before only. I knew this was going to happen. So I told this architect, see, I have got so many wives, you have to put all them up very nicely in all this. And the castles have to be beautiful. And all food and all provisions I have already made. There is a super, big store and all, everything. Everybody can buy from there. So, so take them, just now only in the night you take them over there. So what does, his brother do, Balrama? He takes everybody from Mathura to there is a Bet. Bet means an island. It is called Dwarka. So he takes them to Dwarka. Now this is not known to Shishupal and his gang. They don't know this has happened. He can see all the lights are burning in the castle over there in Mathura and everything. And next morning he calls out to Krishna, hey Krishna, come out man, I want to show you. Now, see, 17 times before Krishna has always gone away, running away. He's always, because he didn't want to fight Shishupal. So he's always run away. So, Shishupal and his gang knows Krishna likes to run away. So what they have done is, there is one fellow next door, next kingdom is there. This fellow is a super fast runner. He is an Olympian. Okay. He runs very fast. And he is a great fighter. So he says, I will get that guy. This time let me see where Krishna runs away. I will catch him because I have a super fast road runner over here. He can go and he can catch him. So when Shishupal calls him out, so he comes alone. And then he says, I challenge you. Okay? You are alone. Nobody else is there. Why do I need? You just want me, no? I am there alone. Tell me what I am supposed to do. So he tells his fellow, go catch him. Catch him, I will kill him. Shishupal tells this guy. Krishna is a super fast runner himself. He is God Almighty. So he runs so fast, he goes running, and there is one mountain. He goes on top of the mountain. Inside the mountain, there is a cave. So he goes inside the cave. And he knows the story from his past life. Okay? He had seen the movie Ramayana. So Sri Krishna knows about Ram. He knows about this guy who is sleeping over there. So there is one giant sleeping inside that cave. He is sleeping very fast. So what he does is, the giant story is such that he was a great devotee of Sri Ram during the Treta Yuga. And that fellow, he won the heart of Sri Ram. So Sri Ram asks him, what do you want in return as a gift? Okay, something I have to give you. So he says, see, I have never slept. I am always working, okay? So this time you give me a sleep which is like a very long sleep. I don't want to wake up also. So Sri Ram says, okay, but then you have to wake up someday, isn't it? He says, you only come and wake me up, no? You come wake me up. So the giant, he says, and Sri Ram says, okay, and gives that, Vardhan to the giant. So the giant goes to this cave and goes to sleep. And now we come to the Dwapara Yuga. Now Sri Krishna has come over there. What he does, he goes, he kicks him a bit up like that. Hey, what? That is Sri Ram himself, isn't it? Sri Krishna is the old Sri Ram. He wakes him up and goes and hides behind a rock inside. And this fellow is slowly rubbing his eyes and waking up. And the first person he sees is that runner in front of him. So what happens? So this is how the story ends, where Sri Krishna is a smart fellow. He goes and wakes this giant up. The giant's sleep is disturbed. And he thinks that other fellow who is that who's running after Sri Krishna is the wrong one. Kills him. And then he looks around and he sees Sri Krishna. But Sri Krishna says, see, I had already told you I will wake you up. Here I am Sri Ram myself. So the giant prays to him and says, thank you very much. So he has kept his word. For one whole yuga he was fast asleep. Can you imagine that? From Treta to Dwapara Yuga he was fast asleep. Because Sri Ram had given him a Vardhan. And that was the second last time. Shishupal. So Shishupal calls Krishna what just because of that. Because Sri Krishna likes to always run away. He calls him Ranchod Das. So Sri Krishna has a name. Ranchod Das. Ran means the bhumi where you fight. Okay, battlefield. Chod means leave. Das. Person who is a slave to running away from the battlefield. And that is the reason why he is called Ranchod Das in Gujarat and north part of, Yeah. So I hope you get this story very clear. You got to have patience like Sri Krishna. Many a times you have to wait. If the other person calls you Ranchod Das or whatever, what difference does it make? By calling Sri Krishna Ranchod Das, does he become small or what? Sri Krishna is Sri Krishna. Like that, always remember, you are the great goddess yourself. Don't get carried away when somebody calls you some names and all that. I am like Ranchod Das, okay? I will make that Muchkunda fellow get up from the cave and he can come and wring his neck, your neck like this. What? You think I don't have that ability or what? So I will wait. So this is the kind of patience we need to develop when your mind is stable. The stability of mind is extremely important. So you have to withdraw your senses. You don't get carried away by people, what they say, or what you smell, what you hear, what you see. Don't bother so much. You wait your opportunity. Wait. Swalpa wait madi. Okay? And patience is very important. And this is what he tells him. And then you will have steadiness of the mind. And then you can be the winner. Alright? So he is telling Arjuna the same thing. He says, first control your mind, sir. Don't get carried away. Alright? So we have come to the end of verse 58. So we will stop over here.
Recording stopped.